Hello everyone! So I hope that the lighting in this video isn't too off. It is the most dreary day outside and I have to go run errands, which sucks because I really like days when, especially if it looks like this, I can just sit and read and drink some hot tea. But I do have a couple of things to go do today, but I did want to film a video, but I just wanted to explain the lighting situation. I don't have that brilliant daylight sort of lighting today. I have gross gray rainy lighting, but you know what, the good thing about today's video is that I'm not showing colors or anything like that, so I think we'll be okay. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about my favorite lash styles. I have never done a video completely dedicated to eyelashes before, and so I thought that this would be really fun because I am somebody who wears eyelashes on a semi-regular basis, I would say. I'm definitely not anybody who wears them every single day, but today I have some on and I like to wear them when I'm filming, and I like to wear them just on days where I want to feel a little bit better about myself. For me, lashes are something that just really takes a look, and I know everybody says this, but it's so true. They take a look from 0 to a 10 real quick, honey. So I'm gonna go through and show you guys my favorite styles, and you guys can kind of get a feel for the type of lashes that I like to wear. Now, good thing about these is that most of these are all drugstore. I highly believe in high-end eyelashes. I have tried some in the past and I really do like them, but I want to give you guys some drugstore options because honestly, and not even options, these are my favorite lash styles. I think that the drugstore, especially recently, has been improving their lash quality so much, and there's some certain brands that just in particular really stand out to me, so let's get right on into it. I need to stop blabbering. So I'm gonna start with my first, this isn't like a super high-end premium brand. These aren't eyelashes that cost $30+. The reason I love this brand is because I think that they are just a really good price point, and they are from House of Lashes. Now, I don't have the pretty little cardboard thingy that they usually come in because I lost that a long time ago, but these here are the Bombshell eyelashes. These are the lashes that I wore to my bachelorette party and that I think I wore in a bridal makeup tutorial. They are just some of my absolute favorite lashes because they are so exceptionally comfortable to wear, and for some reason the actual style and just the fit of the lash band on my particular eye shape, these fit so beautifully. They are just kind of a nice see, and the thing that's gonna be hard for me with this video is I suck at describing eyelashes, but they have some nice sort of, you know, long and then shorter length going on. They don't necessarily have an end that flares out too much, but they're not all the same length either. You can see here that they're a little bit chopped up, and I think that that gives the appearance of a more natural false eyelash, but these are still very glamorous because they have a lot of volume, and you can just tell that the actual lash itself is very thick. These are honestly just, out of all of these, probably like top 3 material. I'm not doing this in any sort of particular order because these are all my favorites, but these would definitely be, if I had to make a list, at the very top of it because they are just gorgeous. I just cannot get over every single time I wear House of Lashes eyelashes how perfectly they fit along the eye, and they really aren't too expensive, and House of Lashes does sales all the time, so I highly recommend that you search for a coupon code or follow their Instagram page and try to keep an eye out for sales because you can really get these super cheap. The only regret I have with these is that I didn't buy more of these because I seriously want to wear these eyelashes so much, but I've been coveting them recently because I already can tell that they're probably something that I need to get another pair of because I have worn the crap out of these. I have tried the Iconic Lash, which is very popular from them. For me, you'll notice that my general theme with lashes is I like comfortable lashes, and I like lashes that are just kind of a step up from like your everyday natural lash, but I don't always like the full-on glam because I find those very difficult for me to wear. I have kind of smaller, not smaller eyes, but they're very almond shaped. They're slightly hooded, so lashes like the Iconic Lash or some of like the velour lashes, they are just way too fluffy and like way too thick and voluminous where they just completely take over my face, and I like this because this is a kind of a good like in between. I'm going to talk about the lash style that I have on today. It is the Ardell number 150s. So these are a lash that kind of does that fanning sort of technique. So they are very, very sort of short on the inner corner, and then as you can see, they really nicely fan out on the outer edges to help kind of elongate the eye, give you more of that pretty almond shape. These particular lashes really complement a nice wing, but the other thing that I like about these is that you can see today I barely have on any sort of eyeliner, and I feel like these just sort of help to bring the entire look together. On days like today where I'm not wearing a super dramatic wing or anything, these still give me that eye shape that I go for when I do wear winged eyeliner, but I don't have to be wearing super thick eyeliner to pull these off. Next is one of my absolute favorite styles. This is the Ardell number 153. This is the most pretty, wispy, beautiful, voluminous, and slightly lengthening lash. For me, this is just a great everyday lash. This is from the Ardell Tapered Tips line. So what's great about these is that they really mimic that high-end lash appearance where the actual tip of the eyelashes, instead of coming to a straight sort of blunt point, like for example, you can see here the bombshell lashes from House of Lashes, you know, they're cut blunt. These actually just taper off into just like nothing. So if you want to talk about an eyelash that looks like lashes, this is perfect. For me, this is the perfect amount of just that perfect in between where, like I said, it's not too voluminous, it's not too lengthening, but it's sort of like just a really good step up from, you know, kind of maybe your everyday natural lash. So I love this. I would wear this day and night. Again, these are just super feather light on your actual lash band, and you'll notice that that's a reoccurring trend too, because I just don't love the feeling of false eyelashes. So I really like these. If you are somebody who is maybe a lash beginner, or if you just absolutely despise the feeling of eyelashes, or maybe if you just have troubles getting them on, I would highly recommend these. These lashes are from Makeup Academy Pro or MUA Professional, something like that. This is the brand that you can find at CVS, and these are the Natural Demi Accent Lashes. Accent lashes are great because they're super easy to apply because you only have to worry about really getting that outer corner on, and they are, if you want to talk about the most like, you know, lightweight, absolute, feel like nothing lash, then these sort of half lashes are definitely going to be for you. They add that perfect amount of something something because they kind of just lay there on the outer corner, and they give you that kind of shape where, you know, it just kind of looks like your eyes are nice and elongated. They give you a little bit more thickness, a little bit more length out on that outer corner, and really these just themselves can transform an entire look. These are the lashes that I wore on my wedding day, so I definitely have to mention these because they will always hold a very, very special spot in my heart. I decided to wear these on my wedding day because, again, I really was not wanting to fuss with a freaking inner corner. If you can't notice, inner corner and eyelashes is something I struggle with, and that was just not going to be me on my wedding day. I didn't want to constantly be looking in a mirror, checking to make sure that that inner corner is in place, and just the overall feeling. I mean, I knew I was going to be crying, and like I said, with that inner corner being so close to the tear duct, I was just really worried about things going wrong in the eyelash department on the wedding day, and that was not going to happen. So I used these babies. These have that beautiful, again, that sort of tapered tip where they're not cut at a blunt, so they look exceptionally just natural and beautiful. I just absolutely love these, and I like that they're, again, drugstore, very easily accessible. These are extremely inexpensive, and the entire MUA lash line, I think, is one that a lot of people don't talk about, but they are very, very great quality eyelashes. I mean, I have tried so many different ones, especially leading up to the wedding day, and saying that these were the ones that won, I think is really saying something. We're gonna move on to potentially my favorite brand of all time for eyelashes next to House of Lashes. I absolutely love House of Eyelashes if you're wanting something slightly more high-end, but for drugstore, these are my favorite. This one here, I think that this is from the Feather Light collection because it has a little feather on the back. These are the style called Shy, and this is from the brand Kiss. So Kiss lashes, I find that the best selection of these is at Walgreens. Every once in a while CVS does have a few, but I find that the CVS selection is better for Ardell. Kiss is very hit and miss at CVS. So if you have access to a Walgreens, I would definitely go there if you're looking to pick up these sort of eyelashes. Shy is very, very similar to the Ardell taper tip in 153. I mean, they're like almost identical. I would say looking at them, Shy is less voluminous, so it's definitely going to be a lot more natural, but the length that you're getting is the same. Shy also kind of does that thing where it fans out more on the end, so it's a little bit longer towards that outer corner of the lash. These are just so easy to maneuver. They're almost a little bit too easy though. The band is almost so flexible and so just like flimsy and lightweight that you do kind of have to work with it a little bit. Bands do need to have, I find, somewhat of a structure, because otherwise you just have that problem where it's just like, I don't know, if you guys know eyelashes then you know what I'm talking about. If they're too flimsy and too soft, you just can't get them to lay right and get them to actually stick. These are kind of borderline like that. They're still my favorite, so they're obviously not awful, but what I like about these is that once you do get them placed on the way you want them, I mean, I could wear these overnight and I would feel totally comfortable because they are that lightweight. So definitely the featherweight line, if that is something that is a concern of yours, I would try that from Kiss, and Shy happens to be my favorite style. Moving on to a recent sort of Kiss purchase. This is, I think, their newest collection. These are called the Blooming Lash. By the way, Shy does have that taper tip as well. Blooming Lash does too. I'm so happy that these brands are starting to make this a thing because I think this is so much more flattering. This is the style Lily, and what's interesting about these is that they are actually more of like a 3D sort of lash. So if you turn them to the side here, you can kind of see you have multiple, I don't like to say layers because they aren't a stacked lash. Ardell in particular makes like, it's called their double up, where it's seriously two different eyelashes like stacked together. Those are really heavy and I find those difficult to wear. But the way that Kiss designed these is that some lashes just happen to lay lower and some lay higher than others. So you have sort of three different tiers going on. You have a lower tier, a middle tier, and a high tier. So when you lay these on the lashes, you just get the most beautiful 3D sort of effect where from any angle you can just see beautiful long eyelashes. Sometimes what can give false eyelashes away is if they are, you know, all too much one length and not sort of spread out enough. When you look from the side, you just see this like one curl of like this one even, no dimension, just super flat sort of lash. These have all those different tiers, so you're never going to have to worry about that. This band I find is really, really nice. It has a good amount of structure while still not remaining super stiff, so you can really sort of, you know, contour it and really get it to fit on the eye nicely. I found that these came at a length that was perfect for my eyelashes. I didn't have to trim these or anything, which I really like, and they again are a little bit smaller on the inner corner and sort of fan out. If you can't tell, that is a style that I really like. But Blooming Lash is definitely one of my favorites. I think this comes with an eyelash glue too. I have an eyelash glue from Kiss that I actually like to use. It's the Strip Lash Adhesive. I don't know if that comes in here or not. I don't know. Let me just break it out. I'll find out for you guys because there's no point in me just guessing. Yes, you do. You get a little tiny Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive in here, which that is actually my favorite lash adhesive, so I like that they include that. All right, very finally is another Kiss lash. This is from their True Volume line. So both the featherweight, the Blooming Lash, and the True Volume, these are all kind of different categories within the Kiss lash brand that I really like. I would say out of all three, the Blooming and then this True Volume is probably my favorite. True Volume, they specifically market again, the taper tip, so this gives you guys a better idea of what I've been talking about. Instead of it being cut like this, it's just sort of tapers off. This is in the style Ritzy. I love this lash because again, it was one that I never had to trim because it's just so nice and kind of short on the inner corner there. The reason I like these is because they're so different from some of the other lashes that I have. These, as you can tell, kind of have like these little knots where they are, you know, like a full, very voluminous lash there at the lash band that then sort of just taper and kind of wispy out into a nice kind of fluffy lash. But I like these little tiny sections that it has. It gives a very unique effect to the eye. I'm trying to see, I don't know, I don't think I have a picture of these on, which sucks, but these were the lashes that I wore all throughout the sort of holiday season this year. So for Thanksgiving and Christmas and any sort of a holiday party I had, these are the lashes that I wore because they are just so flattering. They're very glamorous without being too much. The lash band again is super comfortable, and I just find this little style to be I don't know, kind of unique. I just like those sort of little chunks you get but on the eye it looks very, very flattering. Trust me, it's not like you have, you know, chunks of lashes and then it's sparse in between. Obviously they're still continuously voluminous throughout, but I think that just gives a really interesting effect to the eye. And the True Volume line is great if that's really what you're looking for. Like if you feel like you like a very voluminous lash, you will love this line from Kiss. And that is it. Those are my top favorite lash styles. I feel like I could go on and on and on about different lash styles that I love, but these are the ones that have been currently in my rotation the most. These are the lashes that out of all the lashes that I own, these are the ones that I use the very most. But I hope that it gave all of you some really good ideas for lashes. If you guys have tried any of these lashes, let me know what you think. Or if you guys think you have similar lash styles to me, and if there's any brands or anything like that out there that you think I should try, please let me know, because lashes are one of my favorite things to purchase and one of my favorite things to wear. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.